Hello, and welcome to Studio 415.
On today's show, you'll hear about the massive emails that were sent to the entire junior class and find out why they stopped.
You will hear the administration explain the CHS parking lot rules.
And we'll shine a light on a secret organization at Carroll called the Underground.
All of that and more coming up next.
Welcome to Studio 415. I'm Michaela Shirey.
And I'm Demi Wilhelm. What do memes, movie scripts, and recipes for Rice Krispies have in common? The majority of the upperclassmen found these in their inbox a few weeks ago.
Many students had intense opinions about this large email chain. Studio 415 reporter Drew Wiltberger joins us with more.
These emails started in late September and had a lifetime of no more than 2 weeks. We talked to various students and staff about their opinions on the event.
I'm not surprised knowing the people in our school being jokesters, but I wasn't expecting it to happen.
With 1,000 teenagers with laptops, I'd expect something goofy like that to happen sooner or later.
An email regarding college was sent by a guidance counselor to half the junior class. However, the mass email was accidentally carbon copied instead of blind carbon copied. This means the students had the ability to see everyone in the email, as well as reply to them all. While many students communicate with friends via either Gmail or Google Drive throughout the school day, some students saw this particular case as an opportunity to communicate with their peers on a larger scale. Students continued to send each other messages until it became a problem. One counselor, Tracy Cross, says the joke went too far.
A few kids replied initially, and at the beginning it was kind of cute and kind of funny and made me laugh a couple times, and then it would flood my email, and a couple of students complained.
One student, Cooper Young, took things a step further. He created a mass email with the entire junior class and other students he knew.
So what I did, I went through the yearbook and then started typing every name I could. Yeah, it seems kind of dumb. Some people didn't want to be in it, but you can always report it as spam or mute.
The emails soon reached over 1,000 recipients. Emails sent included memes, recipes, and various conversations about things happening throughout the school day.
It was hilarious. I thought that was pretty funny. I don't really check my email that often, but when I did and I saw that there was like 1,000 people in one email, it was pretty good.
At first I was really confused. I was like, what the heck? But after kind of going through stuff, I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of funny. And I don't know, I didn't really mind it.
While some found the large amount of messages amusing, others were overwhelmed.
It just is never ending, and if you delete them, they just keep popping up.
It's annoying to open up your email and find all these emails about Rice Krispies.
When I logged onto my mail, sort of lag out my computer, it made it a lot slower, but when I muted them, it started working again.
Even others found the giant emails to be affecting their education. It was for this reason that administration decided to take action. Students were asked to stop the emails, and eventually the conversations were deleted altogether. Although the emails have since been deleted, students who find themselves in a similar situation in the future can stop it by either pressing the delete or the mute button. For Studio 415, I'm Drew Wiltberger.
The parking lot, while being convenient, can also be quite troublesome at times if people don't use caution and are not patient.
Studio 415 reporter Adam Spieth joins us in the studio with more on Carroll's student lot.
Many students new to driving might not know the ways of the student lot. The faculty at Carroll High School stress that it's a #1 priority to understand how to conduct yourself in the car and in the lot.
There are a lot of regulations that are involved with Carroll's student lot that students may not be aware of. Things such as stopping at stop signs, passing through parking spots, and following a proper speed limit at all times are some rules that are used to keep students safe. Carroll High School Resource Officer Kristen Lewis stresses the importance of these and says that they are not just a mere suggestion, but also the law.
I guess the worst thing I see out there are kids, they're driving, not paying attention when backing up, when exiting, not stopping at stop signs, things like that. Parking lots are our worst place for crashes. They happen mostly in parking lots, so that'd be the thing I see the most.
Another way to keep students organized is through the use of parking passes. Assistant Principal Micah Lackland says the money from the passes goes to good use.
I do. It goes to the Student Activity Fund. So an example of that would be the speaker that came in the fall. Part of his fee is paid out of that Student Activities Fund.
Not only are the parking passes used for student body activities, they also play a pivotal role in keeping everyone in the school safe. Every car in the student lot is required to have a parking pass. The main reason for this is so that the administration can keep tabs on who is in the lot, how many cars there are, and to make sure that only students are the ones using the lot. A car without a parking pass is a red flag for the Carroll High School administration. Even though it could just be a student car that doesn't have a pass, the administration is forced to assume the worst for student safety.
Just basically searching from top to bottom. A vehicle can be torn completely apart if it needs to be, to make sure that everything in there is safe and supposed to be here on the grounds here at school.
The addition of Officer Yachty has also made the job of Carroll's administration easier. All it takes is for Officer Yachty to detect something abnormal in a car for a search to take place. A student will be found liable for anything not allowed on school grounds found in their vehicle. This means anything left in their vehicle that may or may not be theirs will still be tied to them because it was found in their vehicle. This means that students are also liable for items that friends may have left in their cars too. It is not up to the school administration to determine whether or not a person is guilty. This will fall to the court system if items found break the law.
Along with those officers, we have road officers who have canines as well. Our canine center is just down the road where they do a lot of our training. So we utilize a lot of those dogs as well while they're here training to work our parking lots.
To stay safe in the parking lot, be sure to follow all the regular rules of the road and above all, use common sense. For Studio 415, I'm Adam Spieth.
A secret society has been formed at Carroll High School that challenges seniors to help people in the most creative ways possible.
This group is called The Underground. Studio 415 reporter Jordan Galbraith attempts to find out what secrets they hold.
The Underground is a secret society formed by Carrie Weishart, an English teacher at CHS, to challenge seniors to get out of their comfort zone. This was recently created to allow seniors to have a memorable last year of high school. The whole point of The Underground is to push them to do something they have never thought of doing.
You know, they're doing things to get themselves out of their comfort zone. And so for each challenge they complete, they get points. And so then they're competing with each other.
While this is something that is fun, the Underground is also very competitive between the seniors who are a part of it. Each challenge starts with a puzzle, and once solved, the challenge is revealed that needs completed. The challenge can be quite difficult for the seniors who undergo them.
The most difficult part is definitely displaying your kindness and stuff like that. I find that kind of hard. I feel like we tend to overcomplicate most of the tasks that happen. So especially when we're like solving puzzles, it's like a small code that we need, but we tend to like overthink it and turn it out to be like the Da Vinci Code or something.
The Underground has been about individual challenges, but in November, Weishart would like to challenge the whole school to go outside of their comfort zone.
In November, on November 2nd, we're going to have Mix It Up at Lunch Day. And it's going to be an opportunity for students to sit at a different place. So the cafeteria is going to be transformed. And so when students come to lunch that day, they're going to be given a color and they're going to be asked to sit at a different lunch table and get to know some new people.
Although this organization has already started, seniors can still join. For Studio 415, I'm Jordan Galbraith.
Crafted on pages, tempered by the mind, forged from the heart. This is the motto of a new club here at Carroll High School.
This club, the Writers Guild, is gaining popularity fast. Studio 415 reporter Olivia Haggard spoke to some of the Writers Guild members to see what it's all about.
The Writers Guild wasn't originally an official club recognized by CHS. It began last year with only 8 members and has now grown to over 20. The club's sponsor, Donovan Gentis, came up with the idea after watching his 6th period class during Everybody Reads.
I started out with just my 6th hour class, then it grew to some members in my 7th hour class, then it grew to some members of my homeroom, and then they would tell their friends about it and get them involved. I'm amazed by the type of leadership roles that people have taken in this.
The members of this club are separated into 5 groups. Each group has 4 to 5 members and a leader that will create prompts for their teams to write a fictional story around. At their meetings, members will learn techniques to help develop their writing abilities. The club's president and returning member, Aaron Rich, has noticed the rising popularity of the club.
I think anybody should just join this club because it's just genuine fun. I haven't found anybody that I've talked to that doesn't seem like it would sound like fun.
The original 8 members have now been appointed as leaders in the club and hope to pass on their love of writing to new members. Team leader Sophie Ahmad hopes new members will gain as much from the club as she has.
I would recommend it because it kind of helps hone in your writing skills, and then you learn more about writing and then it can help you read other people's works, which is really nice.
Because writing can be such a personal hobby for many of the people in the club, new member Emily West admires the judgment-free community Writers Guild has created.
It helps you gain friendships and bonds with other people, and Mr. Gentis is a really welcoming guy, and he never makes you feel like you don't belong.
The club meets during activity period and after school in Gentis's room. There's currently a 20-member limit on the club, so if you're interested for next year, be sure to talk to Gentis and leaders now. For Studio 415, I'm Olivia Haggard.
That's all we have today. Thanks for watching.
If you have any story ideas that you would like to see covered, mention them to any of the students in the credits or Mr. Johnston.
For all of us here at Studio 415, have a great week, Carroll.